Yeah, we back up in this thing. Yep. We back up in this thing. What up, world? It's your boy BA for Real 100, and welcome to Get Your Bars Up Media. Salute. So we back up in this thing, Blue Glove Edition. So we about to talk. Yeah, we about to talk. Well, today's segment is not particularly about battle rap in general. You feel me? This is. I got into a conversation earlier. With someone talking about battle. Actually, it was a group of people talking about the their 5 greatest hip hop artists. And all I want to say on this right now, for the moment, before I even get into the spiel and tell y'all exactly who I think the 5 greatest hip hop artists are to me, to ever walk the planet to me, I want to say, it's hard for me. I got in a debate about Lil Wayne, y'all, and niggas was like, oh, Lil Wayne, that nigga, I'm sorry, he's in my top 5, y'all, but anyways, starting at number 5, this is a young fella. People always talk about he got a ghostwriter. People talked about babies, he having babies. He got into a couple different little crazy scuffles and all of that. But I gotta say it, y'all. Y'all don't gotta hate, but I guarantee y'all got at least one of his songs in y'all playlist. Like everybody that's watching this video that fucks with R&B and hip hop, they say you're a singing nigga, but to me he can rap too. This would be Drake. Drake would be number 5 to me. Why? I guess I come up in that era, that late 90s, early to mid 2000s era where hip hop was making a change. And when this young fella came into the game, well, I'm gonna tell y'all a little quick story. So back in 06, I was just fresh out of college. I was living in Jacksonville, Florida. And this young and my brother, because I'm from H-Town, from Houston, Texas. So my brother was telling me, yeah, man, have you ever heard of this guy named Drake? And I was like, what the fuck is a Drake? You feel me? And he was like, yeah, man, because my brother worked at a place called the Showbox. It's a big place. It's a big place. Well, I'm sorry, not Showbox. He worked at a place called the House of Blues, big hip hop place in Houston, Texas at the time. And I was like, what the fuck is a Drake? Like, who is Drake? This, that. And then he sent me a couple pictures, because back then we had picture mail. So he sent me a couple pictures, sent me the dude mixtape, and I'm just like, the dude's mixtape cover, and I'm just like, who is this light-skinned, funny-looking nigga? Who is he? And the following year after that, 2007, I actually got my hands on one of the mixtapes because I heard of one of the songs, You the Best. And I was like, this shit jam. This nigga sing and he rap, alright. And ever since then, 2007, and it's 2020 right now. This video's gonna age well though. It's gonna age well, but that was 13 years ago. My guy's still on top of the game, and I guarantee, like, he is one of the greatest artists greatest hip hop artists that I've ever heard. I'm not even gonna front. I think that it's his material and the feeling that he puts into his material. People could say that people write for him, all of that shit. Well, if they write for him, I can't even front. If they write for him, they just write for him. But the way that nigga projects his shit, especially when he's in that moment, that shit's fire. So I got Drake number 5, y'all. Don't hate on me. Blue Glove Edition, nigga, so I don't even care. We at the medical center holding it down for COVID-19, helping these patients. But I got Drake at number 5. Number 4. This is when it gets a little bit even crazier, but I believe that this guy, all I can say is, can the real Slim Shadys please stand up? Yes. I got a Caucasian in my top 5. And even though he's a guest of hip hop, he's still one of the greatest ever to me. I would say Eminem is my number 4. Why do I say Eminem is my number 4? I say Eminem is my number 4 is because I grew up listening to him on the radio when he first came out, and I heard his lyricism. I was like, who the hell is this white? This is a white boy getting down like this? No. Oh no. Then he drops Slim Shady LP. And I was like, shit, I hear Guilty Conscience, all of this stuff. I'm like, because I wasn't a real Slim Shady guy like that. I was like the first, But then he drops Marshall Mathers, LP, He produces Stand, and he produces a whole bunch of different tracks. I know people gonna say it's cheating because he had Dr. Dre, but I don't care. This dude is one of the greatest ever to me, and ever since that 2001, 2002, and we can go into 8 Mile, that had a big influence in my life. And y'all know I'm a battle rap vlogger, so if y'all don't fuck with battle rap, or if y'all trying to learn about battle rap, hit that subscribe button. But anyways, I definitely had to put Eminem at number 4. I think he's one of the greatest. He's arguably top 3, top 2 to a lot of other people, but to myself, I got him at number 4. Number 3, we gonna bring this thing back. This dude started rapping at the age of 14. You dig? He was signed by a company by the name of Cash Money Records. Yes, y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all follow hip-hop. He goes by the name of Lil Wayne. Now, Lil Wayne, to me, he is always going to be, to me, the mixtape god, because when I was in high school, all the way to even to college and after college, he came out with Dedication. He came out with The Drought. He came out with No Ceiling. I can keep going on. Dedication 2. Still one of my favorites. No Ceilings. Still one of my favorites. He came out with the Carter 1. He came, look, even when I was younger, right, in that era, he came out with an album called The Block Is Hot. I can't even front, man. When I was in that era, that was my shit. And all the way till now, he's still been jamming. He took a little hiatus because he got blackballed because niggas owed him money and all of this stuff, and Cash Money this, Cash Money that, came, went, whatever. But Lil Wayne, to me, still is one of the greatest ever, and I got him at number 3. He went from Drop It Like It's Hot to freaking spitting bars. He went to spitting bars, went to University of Houston, by the way, got his English writing skills up, and he started spitting, man. So I got Lil Wayne at number 3. At number 2, woo. This guy right here, he hails from the Marcy Projects. Yeah, he hails from the Marcy Projects. He goes by the name of JayZ. Yes. Why is Jigga not number 1? Nah, I love Jigga, but Jigga ain't number 1 to me. He not to me. You feel me? I got JayZ at number 2. Why do I got JayZ at number 2? I got him as the second greatest of all time due to what, like, I've been listening to JayZ literally since middle school. JayZ came out with, when he came out with Volume 1, Life and Times, I'm just like, yeah, that was cool. He had the sunshine on there, bringing out people. Y'all probably ain't even heard of Foxy Brown, but he came out with Foxy and everybody doing this thing. But then when he came out with Hard Knock Life Volume 2, that changed my life. Still, that album is still freaking what it, and not to mention the Black Album. You feel me? Not to mention Magna Carta was decent, it was solid, but not to mention Blueprint 2, Blueprint 3. Blueprint 2 was solid. Blueprint 3 was fire to me. It was fire. People were like, "Oh, no, it's not." It was nah, that was fire. He came out with the Rock compilation, the Rockefeller compilation. You feel me? We Are the Champions for real. JayZ is definitely not my number 2. Now, and I need to stop shorting JayZ. JayZ is very influential to a lot of these guys that are on the list. I can't even front except for the number 1, but JayZ is my number 2 artist of all time. He's one of those guys that if he would have probably died like 2 or 3 years ago, something crazy happened to him, which I hope that nothing ever happens crazy to JayZ, because he's one of the greatest to me. He would be people would have been like, "Oh, nah, he's number 1 of all time." It's a lot of people. He's arguably number 1 of all time to me. He's like 1B, and who 1A is? I get around, rip it, round and round. Tupac Shakur. Why is Tupac number 1 to me? I've been listening to Tupac since freaking elementary school. That's how deep I go back with Tupac. I look at the reason why Tupac is so great to me is because of how many people he touched. He died at a young age, and it's crazy. He was a kid. I'm way older than he was when he died, but his music still hits. He still has a bunch of messages in his music that still and it was, I guess it was his aura. It's his aura. His aura still reeks in hip-hop still to this day. It's crazy. It's crazy. All these niggas from different generations, they still rock with Tupac. Why? Because it's all, like, damn near all of his music was timeless. Even the music that had the shitty production, he still came and killed. When I say me against the world, I mean me against the world. You feel me? When I say Tupacalypse, I mean Tupacalypse. If you don't know anything about these albums because you were born in the year 2000 or you were born in 2005 or 1999, go look these albums up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Machiavelli. All eyes on me. Live the life as a thug, nigga, until the day I die. My ambitions as a writer. That was my top 5, y'all. That was my top 5. And I know a lot of y'all niggas are going to be hating. Y'all going to be like, oh, BA, nah, man. That's why you only do battle. That's why you just need to stick to battle rap. Fuck the hip-hop. Nah. I fuck with all the hip-hop. And those of you who rock with me know that I'm a trained listener anyway when it comes to this. So, with that being said, yeah, that was my top 5 hip-hop artists of all time to me. You dig? All the 5 that actually touched me. And not to take away from Biggie Smalls, not to take away from Ludacris, because Ludacris is up there. Andre 3K, even JayZ even took over. Rick Ross even took, Rakim. I can go back. Big Daddy Kane, yes, I grew up. Hey, my pops and them used to listen to them, and I still rock their music too. But I'm not trying to leave those guys off of the list. Nas, you feel me? Nas. These are people that are arguably in the top 10 list, you feel me? Names that I'm mentioning, or top 15 of all time, but those are my top 5 of all time to me. Those are the people that reach me. Now, what I need for y'all to do is I need for y'all to first click that subscribe button, and then go in that comment section and tell me who y'all think, who are y'all top 5 artists. And for the top 1, tell me why your number 1 is your number 1. You don't got to tell me why your number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 is, why they're there, but tell me why your number 1 is your number 1 in that comment section. But anyways, I got to get up out of here. I got to get back to clinic. I got to get back to this COVID situation. The coronavirus situation. Because we don't deal with Rona. But anyways, this your boy BA for Real 100. This is Get Your Bars Up Media. If this is your first time here, click that subscribe button. You rock with me, I rock with you. And if you out there hating just because you think I'm a new guy and you just now stumbling upon my page and I've been doing this for a minute, then all I can truly say is thank you for coming. And get your bars up. Salute, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell me who your top 5 hip-hop artists are of all time right now to this point. Yes, Drake and Lil Wayne is in my top 5. Stop it. Say something. Say something. Anyways, holla at your boy. Salute.